We are making MDP's lobster rolls today. So here's what you need: a lobster, mayo, lemon, kosher salt and black pepper, seafood seasoning, a brioche hot dog bun, and fresh chives. Now, these lobster rolls are special. You're going to find them on the menu at Coast. And what's that, you ask? It's the new restaurant Chef Matt has started, MDP. Congratulations. Tell us all about Coast.
Thank you, Trace. Amazing. Yeah, Coast coming to you live here. So thank you so much. So Coast is downtown Toronto. Right now, it's interesting. So the world is changing, as you know. And I sort of looked at it. I've been in the restaurant business before and now back in it again. This Coast is actually a delivery-only concept, which is interesting. So there's no actual tangible storefront that you and I can go and dine in currently, I will say, because of what's happening with the pandemic globally. So we want to be safe. We want everybody, to be take the precautions. So rather than trying to get people in the door, I want to bring my food to you in the couch, in the studio, wherever it is. So our plan is to bring Coast, which is sustainable, really fresh, modern take on coastal-inspired recipes from my travels. And I want to bring them to you. So hopefully it's coming to a Coast kitchen in your area soon across Canada.
It's actually brilliant, and I love to see this kind of innovation happening when we're in the middle of a pandemic. You're doing it the right way, you're moving forward, you're thriving, and you're getting food to people, amazing food to people. I have the lobster roll here, and this is what people want, right? So let's start with the recipe. You're going to be using a lobster. I just mentioned that that's what you need, and you got to start by boiling it, and
Yep.
I have to ask you this. Do they really scream when you put them in the hot water? Like, please break it down for me.
They don't scream. And I'm raised by two hippies, and I think I've told this story before, and if you know me, you've heard it. So my dad and my mom, God bless you, Mara and Don, the best people in the world, but they would not allow me to cook this many lobsters throughout the last 10 years of my life if they felt pain. So lobsters actually contain no central nervous system. It's actually steam trace that is coming out of their shell. So, feel good. With that being said, always go about it in a humane way, if I will. So what I like to do, you can, if you're a little squirmish, you can take your lobster and put it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's actually going to sort of put it in a bit of a catatonic state, which I've done here. I'm going to boil my lobster off. But Tracy, first what I want to do is we always want to season our water, our court bouillon. Sea salt, lots of it. Don't be afraid. We're making it taste like the ocean, Atlantic Canada. I want to put in, you can put in bay leaves, you can put in sage. I'm going to put in some fresh lemon. You could put in limes. So 7 to 8 minutes, that's going to cook off, and away we go. So when you pull your lobster out, you want to drop it into an ice bath for about maybe, 6 to 7 minutes just to sort of stop it from overcooking. We're going to break down this lobster, and we're going to make our lobster roll. This is how easy it is, and super, super delicious. So I'll start with the tail in this situation. We've taken the tail off the back end. I am just going to run my knife, and we're going to separate and go right through the shell. Trace, so I want to pull that meat right out. At the same time, Tracy, I just want to flip over. I have a hot pan going here, and I've got a little knob of butter that we're going to throw in because we want to toast either side of our buns. We're using brioche buns here at Coast. It's amazing. It's a brioche bun. It's a top loader. I know that we've talked about this before all summer. We always got to toast our buns, hot dog buns, hamburger buns, everything, right, Trace?
That's right. It's got to be toasted. Just a little bit of crunchiness. But if you use brioche, you get that extra little sweetness, too, which is great.
I love the way you say it. You say it so proper and formal. You're really fancying up my set in my kitchen today. Brioche.
Little brioche.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right? We're out in a little class here. So what I want to do, Trace, I've pulled that lobster tail meat out. We're going to pull meat from our claws, our knuckles, and we can also pull it as well from the tail, of course. That's a nice, beautiful part. Add a little bit of that tamale, which is fine, which is just the liver. Going to show you how to sort of just crack that claw. Sounds like you were a bit intimidated. We're just taking it off from the knuckle. I'm glad that I'm wearing a white shirt with no apron today, as you can see, Trace. This is what a professional chef does. They get it everywhere all over them. Here we go. We're scoring our lobster, and we're going to peel that right out. So if you can see, like, just absolutely stunning. We want to keep those nice big chunks. We're going to pull out our knuckle meat. So now, Trace, we've got our lobster meat. Going to add a little bit of Coast aioli. So we've got our aioli going in. It's about a 1/4 cup. This is going to serve 1 to 2, but I'm going to pack a full one here. Fresh lemon juice. A little bit of our Coast seafood seasoning. A little bit of pepper. You can put salt, but we do put it in our seasoning. Again, with salt, we can always keep it back. We can't take it out. So once we put it in, I'm gonna add some fresh chive, and I just wanna bring that all together. We've got our toasted buns here, Trace. Are you getting excited? Are you excited for this lobster roll?
Well, I'm mostly excited to eat mine. I mean, we're out of time, so I feel like it's almost time for me to pick mine up and maybe, I don't know, put it in my mouth.
Good idea.
Okay, so while you finish yours up, I'm gonna try it. Oh, it's the brioche. It smells amazing. Okay.
Right? Toasted goodness. Little bit of lemon in there. Toasted honey. You know, that's a butter toast on that.
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
Look at this. It's a Coast lobster roll coming to you.
It's so fresh. I was gonna save some for my husband, but I don't think I can.
We can order him some later. It's all
Get
good.
his own. It's
I
so
got him.
good. Okay, well, I'm very excited about Coast.
Get
I'm
his
excited that everyone can be a part of it. This is amazing. It tastes like the East Coast.